13 best jump scares in movie history. Really?
What's up, y'all? It's Theo. Good you, baby. Hey, y'all. So Say chose this one: 13 best jump scares in movie history, and dang.
Because it's October.
I love horror films, horror flicks, and everything like that, but there's so many I have not watched, and y'all will be cussing me out. They'll be like, I'm gonna take your.
You never watched that.
They're gonna be like, I'm gonna take your horror card. You never watched this Friday the 13th?
Have you watched The Omen?
No, I ain't never seen The Omen.
Neither have I, but I know it's like a scary movie.
I never seen. Why would I bring that up?
What?
I was just say.
You saw Silence of the Lambs?
No, well, I seen parts of it. I seen parts of it. I was about to say The Ring. I seen some of The Ring, but something happened that prevented me from seeing that and stuff like that. That was before us, though.
Interesting.
That was before us, though.
Interesting.
But y'all.
Well, yeah,
we'll talk about that later, I guess.
I wanted to pick this because it's October, and I feel like we need to watch more like scary movie type stuff. I'm hoping this is going to be good. I've never watched anything from this channel before, so we shall see. You ready to get into it, Theo?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure, The Shining. Are y'all putting that into, like, horror, or is that more, or is that more,
what?
Suspense?
What's that with Jack Nicholson where he's like, here's Johnny, right?
Yeah.
It's paper towel right there.
Goodness.
Gosh, it's so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Ro, while we wait on Theo to get... Okay, well, while we wait for Theo to get situated, y'all write down some of like your favorite scary movies, and then we can tell y'all whether we've actually watched it before, and maybe we can figure out a way so we can watch some movies together, because I would actually love to do that. And then also tell me your favorite scary movie character too. Definitely want to know that.
I used to be scared of Chucky. Only because stop. Bro, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, man. You finna make me mad. I have a backstory. I feel like I said it before. Shush kebab.
Boom.
No, it's good.
Just a little taster for you there, since today we're talking all things jump scare. It's fair to say they're one of the more divisive.
I want some of a toy. No, let me stop.
Really, since they're so often employed.
Gingerbread man.
Because they serve a story or characters within. When they're loaded with meaning, or at least as much meaning as making you jump out your skin can be, or executed in an unconventional style.
I know y'all got Jaws in this thing.
A lot of people were scared of Jaws.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
One only needs to look at TV show The Haunting of Hill House for tips. From horrifying monster reveals to surprise endings, these jump scares prove just how effective a good old fright can be.
Well, that was
Paramount. So get
paranormal.
and brace yourself for some horror content. As I'm Ash from What Culture, and these are the 13 best jump scares in history.
Sucks.
13. The Xenomorph Surprises Dallas.
I ain't watched that.
We're really committing to the scary
I don't know which alien I watched.
entries, but I digress. Though Ridley Scott's science fiction masterpiece is generally heralded for its restraint and slow-building suspense, it does occasionally go full-tilt horror. As with that pant-crapping jump scare when Dallas and the rest of us are surprised by the Xenomorph. Is anyone ever really ready for a giant slippery alien to come poking about your space house? The low-light...
Hold on.
Alright, we back, y'all. YouTube be tripping. I guess they want us to fight, but we ain't aggressive black people, I guess. That's what they want us to be. No, I'm just playing. Let's go. The bad joke is terrible. I'm sorry.
Are surprised by the Xenomorph. Is anyone ever really ready for a giant slippery alien to come poking about your space house? The low lighting and loud screech of the creature as it pops out, combined with the audience's belief, at least at the time, that an established star like Skerritt would survive until the end of the movie, made this one of the most intense jump scares ever. Plus, Ridley Scott opted to pass on the loud tension chords, so given how infrequently the big bad alien shows up throughout the film, it didn't feel like a cheap attempt to shock, but rather a well-earned scare. 12. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Jaws. We've all had a secret fear of the ocean since watching Jaws, and if you say otherwise, you're a liar or just a weird marine biologist or something.
Pause.
Steven Spielberg.
What?
I said pause.
Oh, like he said, okay. My bad.
Seminal thriller gives us a terrifying first shot of the shark terrorising Amity Island as Brody Quinton Hooper set out to capture it. As Brody chums the water, the shark emerges behind him out of nowhere. And as he turns to see the shark rising out of the ocean, he quickly darts back in terror and bolts upright, reflecting the audience's own.
He didn't drop that cigarette though. That cigarette
the
stayed.
shark placement might seem somewhat obvious to younger audiences today, since Brody is shoved into the right of the frame. At the time, it was an absolute killer, and remains a classic jump scare that doesn't overdo it with the music or lovely plastic shark drop. 11. The blood test. The Thing.
I've never heard of that either.
Of course, there are a number of excellent moments that will have you peeling yourself off the ceiling in John Carpenter's Psycho.
Oh man, that look like
none tops the iconic,
Beetlejuice.
gut-wrenching, holy crap, what is happening blood test scene. As McCready uses a piece of heated copper wire to check blood samples of each surviving crew member in order to see who is infected by the titular thingy. After testing numerous clean samples, McCready burns the infected Palmer's blood, causing it to literally leap out of the container McCready is holding, escaping to the floor with a loud screech. To be fair though, how would you like a metal prong poked into your sensitive bits? I'm sure it'd make you jump too. Regardless, the entire scene is a masterclass in jaw-droppingly grotesque effects work. But the clever misdirection of the whole setup, where Mac is convinced that Gary is in fact the host, makes the reveal that much more shocking.
I bet the movie better without her talking over it.
Yeah, probably.
This is a fantastic example of a totally unconventional jump scare that doesn't need loud noises or cheap editing to scare the viewer. As Jay is freaking out about being pursued by the sexually transmitted entity known only as it, her friends try to calm her down, insistent that she's safe from a monster based on a boinking history that will tear her in half if it gets close enough. Thanks, friends. That's reassuring. After opening the bedroom door to another of their pals, who also insists nothing is wrong, it appears behind the friend.
Damn.
That motherfucker big as hell.
That's Slender Man.
Very ominously walks towards a distraught Jay. Which doesn't sound so scary until you realise that walking is the equivalent of instant death in this movie. The use of discordant music combined with the tall man's unexpected appearance in the dark hallway makes this uniquely unsettling, coupled with his black, evil shark eyes that make it all the more intense. Someone put some sunglasses on him or something, it's horrid. 9. I Saw Her Face. The Ring.
I ain't getting to that part.
Babinski's surprisingly strong Japanese horror remake begins with the death of Katie, who's the niece of our protagonist, Rachel. Once we've heard about her nasty fate, Rachel's sister asks her to find out what really happened, as this wasn't any normal, inexplicable death of a teenager that causes insanity in all those that witnessed it. Ruth tells Rachel, I saw her face, after which there is the briefest 2-second cutaway to Ruth discovering Katie's corpse in the closet.
Oh,
yes,
dang.
makes use of a loud tension chord, but the fact that the scene comes in the middle of a totally quiet dialogue scene makes it unquestionably effective. And it sure doesn't hurt
like
that the
the
visual
mummy.
of Katie's dead body is so damn revolting.
Look at her.
8.
Ooh.
The Painting.
That's the same
2.
bitch. I mean, oh
The
shit.
Conjuring movies
Don't
are
come
packed
over
with
here to
plenty
this
of
house.
well-placed jump scares, though there's an especially terrific one in The Conjuring 2. As paranormal investigator Lorraine Warren follows a vision of the demon nun Valak into her home office, things get very intense very quickly. There, she finds her husband Ed's painting of Valak that he made earlier in the movie, as that's not creepy at all, and a tape player starts blaring out music all by itself. Oh no. Valak then plays a series of tricks on an increasingly unsettled Lorraine before a shadow of Valak walks across the walls of the office and appears to inhabit the Valak painting. Then, she bursts out of the wall, running face first at Lorraine, growling, with the painting still Though just about anyone that's seen a horror movie before knows that this scene would culminate in a huge scare, Wan managed to get an inventive jolt out of it, slow bleeding the scene for maximum suspense before letting loose with all the loud noise and CGI-assisted effects. Excuse me,
but
whilst
the
I just
Conjuring
return
one
my
scared
soul
me.
back to my body.
No.
7. The kitchen explodes. Paranormal
Now,
Activity 2.
Paranormal used to scare the
The
shit out of me.
Paranormal Activity movies generally prided themselves on their
end?
minimalist thrills by allowing viewers to generate most of the terror in their own minds. But the second movie pulled off one terrific, practical jump scare that came totally out of nowhere. As Christy becomes increasingly unsettled by the spooky events taking place in her home, she sits in her kitchen one afternoon and is surprised by every cabinet door in the vicinity exploding open with a huge force. It is a totally unexpected jump, in large part because it takes place during the daytime and generally the scary shenanigans in this franchise, and the horror genre as a whole, transpire at night. If you saw this movie in the cinema, you'll probably remember that this scene was really, really loud. But hey, it made you jump, right? 6. Lawn work. Sinister. Shortly after moving into his new house with his family, crime writer Ellison Oswald discovers a series of Super 8 reels, each containing grisly and disturbing murders of entire families. Oswald can't help but watch the tapes, the nosy bastard that he is, and he eventually views one called Lawn Work, a near-silent video in which the camera person is seen spying on a family before breaking into their home and grabbing the family's lawnmower. But hey, it's fine. He's just doing a spot of mowing in the garden in the dead of night, the helpful soul he is. In the next sequence, the lawnmower is seen harmlessly mowing around the lawn for a good while. That is, before a person is visible on the ground out of nowhere and a loud screeching sound is heard. Some might call a blaring noise a cheap jump scare coming after so much silence. But its terrifying impact is undeniable. And Oswald's petrified reaction pretty much mirrors the audience's. Sinister's gross landscape is one of the few movies that can get away with such a moment, to be honest. 5. The Demon Appears. Insidious.
You remember watching this movie?
James Wan sure knows how to deliver intense, expectation-defying jump scares.
The end is, yeah, that's what messed it up. Yeah. But all throughout, I was like, oh shit, it's scary as hell.
Right.
I had to, I had to get you to ride back with me because I think I was gonna, I was dropping you off at your house, and I'm like, nah, you know what? You want to stay with me up there until it has in a whole nother state. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Right. Now I feel good. I feel comfortable now.
Right,
I don't want nothing to grab me.
It was like a sassy demon, basically. Like, it had been scary up until that point.
I was like, y'all probably shouldn't even shown him.
Yeah, because we was like, it's booty.
Yeah. But I do want to rewatch it.
This classic from his 2011 hit Insidious occurs when Josh's mother Lorraine visits and tells him of a dream she had, where the demonic entity terrorizing the family claims that it wants his son, Dalton. As Wan focuses the shot on Lorraine, an unsettling clicking noise can be heard. And as she looks over at Josh, the demon, complete with red and black face paint in full Darth Maul cosplay, can briefly be seen grimacing behind an unaware Josh's head. Wan performs a clever act of misdirection here. His constant lingering on Lorraine makes it seem like something might jump into the shot of her, but instead, the demon emerges during the cut to Josh. It's honestly horrible. 4. Head removal. The Exorcist 3. Though one of the less popular movies on this list.
That's your stomach? I thought that was outside.
No, eat. I'm hungry. Okay, let's hurry and finish this up, you guys. And I haven't watched The Exorcist 3 either.
Yeah,
The divisive The Exorcist 3 is noteworthy for featuring the most bracingly heart-stopping jump scare in the history of not just the horror genre, but cinema as a whole. Oh, there's a nice big claim for you. Still not number 1 though. The sequence involves a nurse going around her duties during the hospital's night shift, entering a room to check on a patient and then exiting it. The door quickly swings open and a white-robed figure pursues her with a pair of garden shears. Firstly, the scene is largely shot from a distance, creating an unconventional voyeuristic feel. Then there's the jump itself, which quickly zooms in and blares out a horrendous screech. And finally, the fantastic cut to a statue of Jesus with his head removed. It's pretty much a great jump scare. Unpredictable, shocking, vaguely humorous, and superbly directed.
Bruh on top, bruh on the ceiling.
Wanna play hide and clap? The Conjuring. Hey, can you tell I like James Wan? It is introduced early in James Wan's smash hit horror flick that the parent children love playing a game called hide and clap. Fortunately enough, as terrifying children in a big creepy house, where one person has to seek out another by listening for the clap of the hands. This is put to fantastic use when the kid's mother, Carolyn, hears clapping throughout the house one night and ends up lured into the basement by a malevolent entity. The lights end up smashed, so Carolyn has to light a match to see. At which point a childlike voice enters out of the darkness. Hey, wanna play hide and clap? And then, after a beat, a pair of hands emerge out of the black and clap loudly next to Carolyn, scaring the
This is the Patriot Power site. It's going to help me power all of this right here in the middle
of nowhere.
Jesus out of both her and the audience. It's deliciously simple, substituting the usual tension chord for a thunderous clap, and feels like an organic scare given its introduction through the kids earlier in the movie. Slap those hands away, Carolyn. We want nothing to do with them. 2. Jason emerges. Friday the 13th. Before Jason Voorhees himself became the icon of the Friday the 13th franchise, the original movie saw his mother Pamela slaughtering camp counselors until her rampage was finally stopped with a machete to the head at the very end of the film. As sole survivor Alice sleeps in a canoe on Camp Crystal Lake, the police arrive as Jason, still a young boy, emerges out of the lake and pulls Alice into its depths. Of course, Alice wakes up and it's ultimately just a nightmare sequence. But aside from nodding at the future trajectory of the franchise, it's some big dick energy in a final scare that catches viewers off guard when it seems like the movie is basically over. 1. Birthday party. Signs. Say what you will about M. Night Shyamalan, but he pulled off unquestionably one of the most effective jump scares in cinema history. I still have nightmares to this day. To summarise, Meryl is watching a news report featuring footage from a Brazilian birthday party, where one of the alien creatures is shown walking out from the bushes, terrifying the nearby children, and the nearby me. That is it. That is all that happens. It sounds so simple, so easy to handle when it is just spoken out. But seeing that horrible green dickhead is one of the most singularly shocking and resonating horror moments of all time. The genius of the scare comes partly from the alien blending in with the bushes before emerging, making its appearance legitimately horrifying and unseeable until he's there with his horrible green face. It certainly didn't hurt that Shyamalan built up the scare masterfully, and this brief glimpse sent chills down the spine of everyone ever. I'm not having that everyone else isn't as traumatized as me. It is simple but incredibly well done. Now I just need to go and lie down for a while. And that's our list. What's the best jump scare you've experienced? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.
Okay, let me turn it off. That wasn't bad. I kind of wish we would have been able to see, like, well, not see, but hear the clips. But I know she probably did that so she wouldn't get a copyright. And that way we wouldn't get a copyright either. So appreciate you, sis.
We're going to see if we don't get a copyright. Don't speak that early.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Don't speak too early.
But what do you think, Theo? Are there any movies you want to watch from that you didn't see?
I want to watch some of the Jason movies. I think the first one, I'm pretty sure they are, that obviously was a clip. The first one was all about his mom. And everybody thought the first one was supposed to be about Jason or something. I think the mom was killing people or some shit like that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so I want to see that. I want to see Signs. I've seen Signs, but I don't remember it. But at the same time, it don't even look good.
Damn.
Yeah, it don't even look that good. Yeah.
Was that when that kid, like the kid was like really weird as fuck?
I think we were thinking about Scary Movie 3 when they was picking that Signs.
No. Well, the kid was kind of eerie in Signs.
Oh, okay, okay.
Which I think I would want to rewatch Signs just to see if I would be kind of like creeped out like how I was before when I was younger watching it.
I would want to rewatch, not The Conjuring.
Paranormal Activity?
Not Paranormal Activity. This one right here. That one right there.
Insidious.
Insidious.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have to be under the influence for me. And it has to be at night. And for me to try to set the mood to see if I could be scared again or is it just going to be boring since I know the ending.
We probably need to do a scary movie night. Y'all write down suggestions of movies for us to watch that you think that we haven't seen before. Tell us whether you watched this video or whether you like this video or not.
I still don't want to see The Ring.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
I don't know. It don't seem that scary. It just, what was like a little Chinese kid coming out the,
It's like a girl coming out with her hair. Yeah, we might have to do like a skit for The Ring. Now, when I was watching these, I was thinking we could do a lot of skits for some of these horror movies. So y'all stay tuned for that too. We got some comedy stuff coming.
We gotta dress you up like the witch from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be the smoker. All right, all right. Peace, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Shit.